And now we're all gonna take a second to look at this one. Just gonna look at this. I obviously can't read it. Because, you know, not till like 5 hours. Yeah. And also, I'm pretty scared to read that. So, you know, we're just gonna... Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm delaying the last chapter of Nanny Fair. I'm gonna miss it. Am I still rereading it? Yeah. But it's with the male sound. I don't like it. Okay, we lock in. In 3, 2, Chapter 13, Into the Woods. After stopping by the medical ward to grab Beckett, you and your friends rushed to the wood nymph grove deep in the forest, and arrived to find it torn apart. Oh God. Trees lay uprooted on the ground, their branches snapped and broken around them. Whispers of pain echoed through the woods, filling you with despair. I know I saw Cain do this through my branching, but I hoped it wasn't real. As her face falls and tears fill her eyes, she takes in the destruction. Chair hurries to her side and wraps an arm around her shoulders. There must be something we can do. Some way we can help. I don't know. This seems a little big, even for us. Just then, a nearby tree groans. Its trunk collapsed on the forest floor. Chunks of bark have been ripped from its body, and sap leaks out of the holes. She's hurt. If we can't get her roots back in the ground, she could wither away. Then we don't have any time to waste. Beckett, help me clear this debris away. Help me clear away the fuck it. Beckett, help me clear the debris away. You know, I forgot what order it said in. Fuck it. Forget it. You know, you got it. You got the gist. Right. We need to ensure there's nothing to impede her roots when she stands it again. Beckett's magic pulls the broken branches littering the ground out of the way, while Griffin digs out a patch of soft dirt. Sherry and I can lift her up, but all this damage, I'm worried she'll snap in half. She just needs a bit more restoration. The same type of magic we done in Kanto's class. Then the two of us can handle that. Aster places her hand on the tree's trunk, channeling her magic into it. Don't worry, my friend. We're here now. We'll help you. I don't know. We'll seal up those holes so you're as good as new. You channel your magic into the tree's trunk, urging the broken bark to grow. Slowly, it expands, sealing over the holes. I bet that feels better, doesn't it? The tree's groaning grows quieter, and a soft whisper goes over your ears. You can barely tell she's hurt at all. Let's get her back on her feet. And those roots back in the ground. Air swirls around Atlas and Shreya, then lifts the tree upright before setting it gently back down. And here's a drink. I bet you're thirsty after all that. Zeph sends a stream of water into the ground, and the tree slowly anchors itself, standing on its own. We did it! We saved her! But the rest of the forest? What are you doing here? Hasn't your magic hurt this forest enough? You turn to see Asher's father, chunks of bark torn from his face and arms, and the trunk of a fallen tree mere inches from him. Asher rushes to his side. Papa, we came right here after the tree showed me what Cain did. You already been through enough. Please, just let us help. No, it is I who will protect our people. Yarrow closes his eyes, and magic swirls through his branches, causing them to shake. His forehead creases, more of his bark chipping off, and the magic dies out around him. The grove is too badly hurt. My magic alone isn't strong enough to fix it. The wails of the trees grow louder, and the forest darkens in despair. We have to keep trying. They can't heal themselves without our help. You're right. We just have to start with the nymphs here, then we'll worry about the rest. You all begin to channel your magic, and the ground around you slowly sprouts fresh grass. The green is standing out to the nearby trees. The rest of us should help dig the roots in. As long as the roots are exposed, the nymphs are in danger. If we loosen the soil up a bit, it should make it easier for them to reroot. You and Griffin send your magic into the ground, gently shaking it to break up the dirt, while Shreya walks through the clearing, snapping her fingers so that little pops are heard echoing beneath the ground. I'll add some nutrients to the soil to help them heal. Now you all just need to stand back up. As Aster speaks, the tree's roots slowly extend and dig into the ground, lifting the trees back into their proper place. The forest brightens, light streaming in, but whispers on the wind still cry out in pain. We'll help these nymphs, but I don't think it's enough. Aster stumbles suddenly, her eyes filling with darkness as she branches. I can feel every tree in the forest. If you combine your time magic with mine, I think my restoration magic can reach everyone at once. Then we'll give you everything we got. Your friends gather around Aster. She takes a deep breath. She digs her feet into the dirt and begins to channel. You pour all your magic into her. She closes her eyes in concentration, and the veins on her face begin to glow. We'll take the pain away. I promise. She grits her teeth, and the light grows brighter and brighter until it fills the grove. When it clears, the forest has been restored to its previous state. Aster pulls you all into a massive group hug, beaming. We did it! We actually did it! Thank you so much. I couldn't have done this without all of you. We were just following your lead. A ton. You actually... This is incredible. Yawa looks slowly around the clearing, his eyes wide as he takes in the healed grove. Then he clears his throat and turns to look at Aster. You must double check and ensure everyone is unharmed. I'll speak to the saplings. Aster, please look to the elders. I'll be back shortly, everyone, but don't go away. The elders want to thank you for healing them once they had a moment to recover. After all the energy we exerted, I think we need a break anyway. We'll just wait here until you're done. As Aster darts off into the woods and your friends settle onto the forest floor, Beckett kneels down, pressing his palm to the crushed grass. Grow. The short grass immediately grows taller and thicker, coming up to your ankles. Beckett, what are you doing? Beckett turns to a twisted vine, placing a finger on it so it gently uncurls, spreading out along the forest floor. I'm fixing some of the smaller plants that magic doesn't seem to have healed. Take a look around, and those plants ripped up from the ground and torn apart from the force of a strong wind. Yeah, can't really do a number on this place. I was actually thinking we could take a walk to the nearby woods and see if we can heal the remaining damage. A magic combined should make a sizable difference, exceeding all the pain the alternative caused. It's the least we can do. Wow, Beckett, this means a lot to you. I had no idea. I want to start making up for the Wand Wars and show that we care about the future. And the only way to do that is through our actions. I love seeing your soft side. And being around you just seems to bring it out. Help Beckett repair the damaged forest to press the wind nymphs and even still a quiet moment with him. How much? Fine. 808. We better get started. The forest isn't going to grow back on its own. At least, not for a while. We'll follow the path of destruction. Can't let it didn't work as we go. So I was just realizing that I'm trying to speedrun this book because there's only like a few more chapters left. But then I remember there's a book 3, and then there's a... Is there a book beyond book 3? Once I'll pause and I'll take you with me. 4 more chapters after this. And then there's like a short little one that comes, I'm guessing, after. Yeah, no, it comes after this book. Because book 3 has been released not that long ago. That not even all chapters are out. It's only like out to like chapter 9 on book 3. So finishing that, and I think I'm gonna switch the other book I read, because you know I'm pretty much done with the nanny affair. There is a short little side book on an nanny affair from Sam's POV, but it's like a recap from the other POV. It's like, I don't care. So like the second book I'll be doing once I officially finish Nanny Fair. I'm not doing Immortal Desires. I know. I said I'll read. I did read, in fact, and did record, in fact, chapter 1 of book 2. And obviously I did the ID paths not taken, but look, when there's a whole Reddit page about the Mortal Desire books getting worse after book 1, and I already didn't like book 1, and you told me it gets worse from there, like, oh my god. And after reading book 2, chapter 1, I was like, oh god, I don't want to continue this shit. So I'm switching books. I'm gonna read something else, whether it's something I have read before or not. I'm reading something else. Holy shit, I'm not dealing with that. Like, I don't, as cool as I think vampires are, I cannot read a fucking book about them. The cheesy shit. Okay, book 1 was painful already. I cannot go to 2 more fucking books. Actually, not even 2 more, because book 2, that's 1, and book 3, and then there's a Mortal Desires, where it's from the perspective of Libby, Gabriella's friend. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this shit. I do not care. I do not care. So I'm gonna get through this book, wrap up Nanny Fair either tonight or I don't fucking know. But yeah. Well, fuck you. The word when is even in the sentence, so I don't know where I got that from. You and Beckett stepped through a thick patch of brush and into a different section of forest. Trees tower above you, but the bushes and flowers have been ripped apart, while bruised pieces of fruit are scattered about. So sorry for the rant. My bad. I was just checking out other books. I was like, I don't have to read Immortal Desires. I could read a book I want to read, like one I read, or a new book that we can check out together. I don't have to read that one. It's like, when I was seeing how many more how many more books on Elementalists there was, I saw all my other options. Like, yeah, I don't have to read that shit. And I'm apologizing for the rant, because it's like, I know the Elementalist videos be long. Sometimes it's not even my fault. I could do none of this extra talking shit, and it'd still be close to an hour. So, my bad. I'm making this a long video. There are hardly any plants left here. Kane's tornado destroyed all of them. There's nothing the magic can fix. Beckett kneels down and brushes his fingers gently over a patch of bare soil, a soft light glowing in his palm. Time to wake up and poke your heads out the ground. Small sprouts of green peek through the dirt, curling around Beckett's fingers as they grow. He gently untangles himself and turns to you. See, we've already made a difference. I think you mean you've made a difference. I haven't done anything yet. Well, your assistance will be most welcome. Where shall we begin? Let's start by regrowing the fruit. After all, the critters living in this forest need something to eat too. You twine your magic with Beckett's and send it out among the trees. The branches quickly fill with fruit, which grows from small green gorbs into large red apples. A single branch dips down, dropping an apple right into your palm. You grin as you bring it to your lips. Before you can take a bite, Beckett snatches the apple from your grasp. Hey, get your own apple. Ledger, surely you read any number of fairy tales about what happens when you eat mysterious apples. Wait, are you telling me these trees are trying to poison me? After we just helped them? Most animals in this forest are immune to its effects, so the trees likely don't know better. It is not technically a poison. The apples just have a very strong calming property that will put you into a 50-year slumber. I need that. And would true love's kiss wake me up? Cause then I think I'm covered. No formal testing has been conducted on the matter, and I'd rather not have you put yourself at risk. I guess I just have to settle for a regular kiss then. Beckett leans in and kisses your cheek before turning back to the pathway. You and Beckett wander further into the forest, letting your magic fan out and restore the remaining damage. You know, even without our help, this place is still beautiful. I suppose there is some ambience here, though honestly, it's a bit too wild for me. Why am I not surprised you don't like hiking? It's a miracle you step outside at all. Hardly, but it's true. While it's true, I'm rather averse to hiking. I get out plenty to look for samples to document or bring back for study. That's the nerdiest excuse I've heard for exercising ever. As much as I prefer working in the lab, that isn't always practical. The flower in the book or display case tells you nothing about how it acts naturally. To fully understand it, you have to get out and see it for yourself. So, what does all this nature tell you then? Beckett pauses for a moment and takes a look around. I see that these plants have an adequate amount of water and this area isn't prone to fires. How do you know all that? I mean, other than the fact that nothing's clearly on fire right now. The plants don't have any withering leaves, which provides a consistent source of water, likely a groundwater system fed by the lake. And the bark on the trees is relatively thin. If you were a fire-prone area, they have developed thicker bark to protect themselves. Tell me more about the species here. Beckett rubs his hands together as he scans the ground. He points to a sprig of clustered stems. Nested firecracker radish can be made into a spicy stew that gives whoever eats it the feeling of standing next to a fire. I wouldn't recommend eating it raw though. It can make fire come out of your ears, and your hair likely wouldn't appreciate that. I definitely prefer not to light myself on fire. Beckett gestures at a vine wrapped around the trunk of a nearby tree, his thorns sharp and purple. I like choosing Beckett as the one I want to go, date. Because that means I have more moments with him, speaking as him. It's like, yes, I'm perfecting my Beckett voice. Though I think I just sound very nasally, which, it works. It works. You need to be, wrong voice. You need to be careful around with this one. It's called Shadow Climber, and its thorns are highly toxic. But if they're removed properly, they can be used to create a potent antitoxin capable of treating most venomous snake bites. What I'm getting from this lesson is that everything in this forest can kill me if I'm not careful. You notice a beautiful flower with heart-shaped petals drooping from its stem off the side of the path. You swoop down next to it, and Beckett follows you over. That's magician's adoration. It said that it only blooms when it said that it only blooms when in the presence of strong romantic feelings. Are you saying you have strong romantic feelings for me? Baggett flushes a dark red and clears his throat. I thought that was obvious at this point, but if it bears repeating, yes, I do. You're an extraordinary person, and I'm lucky to have you in my life. Well, when you put like that, I feel the exact same way. You and Beckett continue through the woods, restoring as you go. Eventually, Beckett lets out a sigh. It doesn't really feel like enough for the bad deed done over the years. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't, Beckett. We're two people. We can't make up for decades worth of violence. You rush your fingers over some bushes to your side, and they grow beautiful flowers. Beckett watches as they gently unfurl, smiling to himself. We're doing what we can, and it's making a difference for the plants we're helping, and that's what's important. I suppose you're right, Elijah. As long as we're helping someone, it's worth doing. As you stop, you spot a droopy tree off to your right. Its leaves a dull green. Its whispers fill your ears as you approach. What's the matter with this one? Doesn't look like Cain did anything to it, but it still seems hurt. In the last chapter of the Nanny Fair that I read, do you guys remember when Elementalists? I don't know. One of the last two videos I did. Do you remember when I said I had like this monster and then another drink that was gotten from that my brother had gotten for me, and I'm trying to like savor my drinks. I'm trying to keep them. So the monster's gone, and I don't just have the one drink that he got me. I have two now, because he went and got me another one. Okay, technically yesterday. So now I have two drinks. So I could have one of them right now. I'm still choosing not to. For what reason, I don't fucking know. Like, I'm really savoring them. It's like if I just drink them all right now, I won't have another drink ever again. I'm only saying that because I'm like fighting the urge to not get up and grab one. My mouth is dry, and it feels weird to read without taking like a sip every time I take a breath. It feels weird not taking a sip per sentence. Like, they're right there. But no, I don't want to. Beckett takes a step toward the tree, examining its leaves and then looking up at the sky. Judging by the way its leaves are cupping and the taller trees around it, I think it's not getting enough light. You gently reach out and pat the tree's trunk. Don't worry, the two of us will help you out. Considering we already healed a lot of the forest, we'd be remiss not to, but how best to do that? Part the other tree's branches? The other trees can make room for... The other trees can make some room for you. There's plenty of sunlight to go around. You and Beckett can channel your magic into the surrounding trees, ruling the branches to move till a gap opens in the canopy. Light shines down onto the drooping tree, and slowly its leaves start to brighten in color, and its branches stand up straight. How's that feel? A lot better, huh? The soft breeze rushes past you and Beckett, swirling leaves around you. I believe that counts as a yes. You and Beckett take a seat in the grass, and as you glance back to where you came, you see that the ground is now full of lush plant life in a variety of colors. You nudge Beckett's shoulder. Look at the fruits of our labor. You can't even tell where it was torn up before. It is certainly an improvement. Oh, come on. It's not like you downplay. It's not like you to downplay your achievements. We deserve a bit of celebration for helping out. And I think you should get a reward for all your hard work. Don't be ridiculous, Elijah. That's not why I was doing this. king of the forest. Stretch your lips to his, giving him a quick peck. He leans eagerly forward as you pull away, and you give him a teasing smirk. You just can't resist me, can you? When it feels so good, I don't even want to try. You meet him and another kiss, crawling into his lap. His hands settle on your hips as you wrap your arms around his neck. He looks over your bottom lip, urging you to give in until all you can do is surrender. Seems I'm not the only one who can't resist. His lips find your neck, making your skin tingle each touch. He nips at your pulse point, then soothes over it with a gentle lick. You gasp, clutching at his shoulders. Beckett! You drag your fingers through his hair and surge forward to kiss him again. Your lips crash together, all heat and desire, and he loses his balance, tipping over into the rocky ground. Oh. As he tumbles back, his grip on your waist tightens, pulling you even closer. He flushes as your chest pressed together. You brush your nose affectionately against his and peck his lips a final time. That was fine. We should do it again sometime. Yes, right. Some other time. He clears his throat and slowly untangles himself from you, sitting back up. For now, I believe we should be getting back, but I appreciate your help with this. The forest should be able to return to normal now, and any remaining damage will heal quickly. As you and Beckett leave, a vine lowers itself from the tree and gives you each a pat on the head, sprinkling green pollen in your hair. What's going on? I think that's the forest's way of saying thank you. Oh, well, in that case, you're quite welcome. You and Beckett return to the grove, joining the rest of your friends, still waiting for Aster. Guess who finally got up and got herself the drink? And that was the answer. So I know the mic picked that up. Picks up every fucking thing I do. That you probably heard me creaking a few steps to my damn porch door to pick it up, and then creaking as I walk back to my bed. Like, damn. This mic is nosy. It picks up everything I do. I burp away from the mic. I listen to the video back a little bit, and I can hear that in the mic. Like, Dad, I was even next to it. Eventually, Aster comes hurrying back to you all, grinning. By look on your face, I take it everyone's alright. There's no permanent damage, and now that the elders are feeling better, thanks to your help, they want to officially meet you. Already? But I haven't begun to figure out what to say, or what to ask, or any pointers for making sure we make a good impression with the elders? You're my friends. I'm sure they'll love you. Just be yourselves. That doesn't usually work out for me. I'm apparently too harsh, rude, scary. Then try not to say anything that could upset them. Remember that we care a lot about our families. And no fire magic or of any kind. The elders prefer wood magic, since it's close to our own. Guess I better keep my tummy secret then. It's just for one day, Shreya. Aster leads you further into the grove, where her father waits. The trees seem to lean in closer as you approach. Hello, everyone. I'd like you to be my friends. They've been helping me out at school all year. Aster introduces you all, and you give a hesitant wave to the surrounding trees. It's a pleasure to meet you. You have done a great service to the grove, and even if I do not trust you, must honor that by helping you in your quest. But first, despite my warnings, the other elders wish to speak with you further. A nearby tree bends a hand-like branch, placing it on Aster's shoulder as it whispers. You want them to show you their magic? But they didn't just do that when they helped you? What? But didn't they just do that when they helped heal you? The magic we felt was channeled through you, Master. Let us see what the magic looks like without your guidance. We're more than happy to offer a demonstration. Why? Fire! 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 Rosina, you held out your hand to a nearby bush, and resin pours out of the leaves. A small ball of it flings into your hand, which you hold out in front of you. That's precisely how we make candy, Elijah. How did you know that? Well, in class we learned resin has tons of uses. It has healing properties, and it's super sticky, so you can use it to hold stuff together. And when you harden it, it becomes incredibly hard to break, making it useful for protection. I'm impressed with your knowledge of resin. Thought most of the time only studied destructive magic. What other questions do you have for us? One more time? What other questions do you have for us, elders? The trees rustle and shake, and Asta looks up in surprise. They want to know why you wish to befriend them. They are coming to their senses and begin to suspect your ulterior motives. Please explain why you seek our friendship. Because we're nice people. Ah! That was going too fast. Damn, if I knew the next choice was gonna be a QTE, I wouldn't have picked up my fucking drink. Aster's our friend, and we care about her. We know how much it's hurt her to be apart from you all. To be apart from all of you. We just wanted to be happy, and we knew that wouldn't happen unless we all got along. Everyone, thank you. It seems you genuinely care for my daughter, Tund. For that, I'm grateful. As his eyes suddenly go dark, she places a hand on his shoulder to steady herself. Elijah, a tree just branched to tell me how you and Beckett helped it. Oh, yeah. We took a walk earlier to restore some of the plants that can damage, and we decided to help out that tree too. You went out of your way to assist the forest, which from passages between the trees, and the forest brightens, light streaming in from the canopy. Yes, a tub magic can be used for a great many wonderful things. It's not so different from our own magic. We'd love to show you more, if you want us to. A root pushes up from... Fuck you. A root pushes out of the ground in front of you and presents a clay jar, which oozes with thick, dark liquid, pressing into your hand. Is this... sap? Why does the sap kind of remind me of one of my bandanas? I don't have a gray one, but it looks like the inverse of my black bandana. I don't know. I don't know what the pattern, or like not the pattern, but like the light gleaming on the sap. Kind of had a pattern on it that looks like my damn bandana. Thanks, but what exactly is this stuff? It feels nice, actually. That's Redaxium sap. It comes from the oldest nymph in our grove, and has special healing properties. Can't just give that to them. Not all the pain they have caused us. Not us specifically, Evo. Oh my god. Now, none of us were brought alive when the Wand Wars happened, dude. Just letting you know. Just letting you fucking know. That happened hundreds of years ago. And we're only, late teens, early 20s, right? Yeah. Like, early 20s. Yeah. None of us were even alive during the Wand Wars. We didn't do it. Jesus. You have a hard-on for hating us at every chance you get. My god, I hate you. Suddenly you hear a strange rustling, and a branch drops onto your shoulder. Ow. You whirl around and see another nymph right behind you. His body already a thick tree trunk, but his arms and head are still distinguishable. Ah, Groot! Whoa. Hush, hush. Can't find the taxes. The elder tree's whispers fill the air, their branches shaking and sudden leaves scattering about the forest floor. What are they saying? My grandfather's telling Papa to open his eyes and see how you helped heal the grove. He wants Papa to trust my judgment. I'm trying to look after my daughter. Just because these a ton have done one good deed doesn't mean. Ashta. Yao's eyes go wide, and he looks over at Aster, who turns away. Is that true, Aster? Have I driven you away from your own family, your very roots? It's not that. It's just, sometimes it feels like you don't believe in me. Aster would never give up her family, Sarah. She loves you all too much. But this, can't you see it's hurting her? Taxus turns his head towards you, his bark creaking and groaning. His voice rumbles out from deep within him. Forgive me, Etund. Last time I spoke your tongue, my roots were nimble and my branches young, but I want you to hear what I say. Yao, Aster's kindness will make her a great leader. You must allow her to become one in her own way. I thought I could protect the grove from the Etund's poison. My anger has only withered our roots away. I'm sorry, Aster. I should have listened to you. I was so worried I couldn't consider what you wanted. Can you ever forgive me? Of course I can, Papa. I know you're just trying to protect me. Aster runs over to him and draws her arm around his trunk. The two embrace as they break apart. Yao turns to you. Yao, we'll look after Aster. I promise. Tap it. It seems you already have been, Elijah. You have been there for her when I was not. Helping her to learn and grow. Standing by her side even through tragedies like today's. That's what friends do. They take care of each other. Then I am grateful my daughter stumbled across such devoted people. Taxus' branch touches your shoulder again, and you turn to face him. Elijah, I wish to offer you a gift for your help. A wand made from my own branches. A wand made from the branches of an elder will be quite powerful. They're especially useful for focusing a person's magic. How to get even higher? How did I get higher? I bet that help you channel your fascinating magic and keep it under control. Taxus, I can't accept that. I thought everything that happened in the Wand Wars. And wait, if wood nymphs can create wands, why did the Etund burn down the forest in the first place? A wand is a symbol of trust, and as such, it is a slow process to make one. You must give me time to finish yours. But while you wait, I'd like to show you what the wars were like. Then you will understand why somebody here resisted you, and what great faith I have in you to bestow this gift. To see a first-hand account of the Wand Wars for a wood nymph, most textbooks only include the Etund side of the story. What he means to say is that if you wish to share these stories with us, we will happily listen. And there is still room for happy stories too. I know many tales of Aster when she was a sapling. I bet little Aster was precious. I was a very cute baby, but let me certain Aster would give me some competition. She will certainly have more leaves than baby Shreya. Learn more about Aster's childhood and the wand boys from Taxus, and get a wand to make your magic stronger. I don't think anyone likes Taxus. Come on, everyone. There's a beautiful view from up here. Aster grabs onto one of Taxus's branches and climbs up his trunk. The rest of you follow her up. I got good range. To do Aster's voice and then Taxus. As you make yourself comfortable in the branches, You look out over a beautiful wood. The trees, leaves practically glowing in the afternoon sun. Just when I think this place can't get any more amazing. I see you get your taster, Master. This feels inspiring. It's hard to imagine the suffering that took place here. Way to be a downer, Griffin. That is why it's important to remember those stories, so they will not be repeated. Your children will move us into a brighter future. Tessuses and branches surround you all. Your vision goes white as you're pulled into his branches. Now, don't pull me. Now playing as taxes. What, huh? You're suddenly in the sapling grove, tending the grass and encouraging the grill, when two humans approach. Finally, after months and months of tireless searching, we found another one. You take a wary step forward, carefully watching them, though you offer a smile. Greetings, Attend. What business do you have in our grove today? Don't play the fool, nymph. You know quite where we came before. I'm sure we can come to some arrangement. I have many items in my shop that may interest you. And if it's one you wish for, I can grow some for you. It will simply take a bit of time. Why in heavens will we wait when we can just take what we desire? He's made of wood. We would just burn him with the rest of this forest. Your hands glow with flames that they fling at the saplings, which instantly catch fire. Don't worry, young ones. I won't let them harm you. Your magic swirls around the young nymphs, begin to stifle the flames. If you wish to burn us alongside them, be my guest. The fire flares up again, becoming too hot for you to control. You reach out to shield a freshly sprouted sapling when a wave of fire strikes you, charring your bark. Scream. Better stay away, stickman. Your wood's too old to be of any use to us. But we will be taking this young, spry wood to make our wands. You struggle back from the heat of the flames as the saplings begin to wail, their thin trunks thrashing, and all you can do is watch in horror. By the time you turn to flee, only burnt and broken saplings remain. You drop to your knees on the ashy ground, just as Yabo arrives. No, Father, they didn't. I never thought it would happen here. They burnt them all. I couldn't stop them. It will take years for them to heal and regrow. Years before we'll hear their rustling leaves. We'll see them grow bright in the autumn winds. Yabo kneels down beside you, brushing his fingers through the dirt as anger overtakes his face. They'll pay for this. Yay, I'm me again. As your vision returns, you shudder. The smell of burnt wood and the sound of the forest crying out still fresh in your mind. They just destroyed parts of the forest and took what they wanted. Didn't they care who they were hurting? Some people would do anything for power. Papa told me about the horrors of the wars, but to see it was terrible. The transaction that day turned your father against him. He was even wary of Greyguard and Wade's proposal to end the wars. Didn't Wade got involved? Yes. The treaty was brokered, gave the grove protections, and allowed us to regrow. It also banned a ton from creating wands. That decline in production must have been when wands fell out of use in schools and workplaces. Yes, the treaty kept wood nymphs and humans separate, but I knew someday we could come together again, the way people did in my shop. But there are two happy stories. There too are happy stories in the past. Seeing new life fill the grove, watching Aster grow. Right. You promised to tell us stories about baby Aster. Where to begin? The Leaf Society, or a duration of an old photo album from the shop, for the first time she's left the grove. Tell me more about the Leaf Society. It was a story I played out with my leaves. Miss Maple was my favorite. She always had candy and was ready to lend a hand to anyone in need. Papa preferred Mr. Pine, who was tough and no nonsense, and Grandfather liked Mrs. Oak, who was wise and clever. And what did the Leaf Society do exactly? They had united in order to grow the best garden possible. though none of them could ever agree on what that looked like. So it was just like normal politics then. Asher has always had a wonderful imagination, just like me. When I play with leaves, it was usually a lot more violent, but I suppose petty infighting between societies could be fun too. Esther was such a cute child, always blooming when excited. One time she saw a pumpkin, and all her flowers turned the same color. Grandfather, you're embarrassing me. It seems both of Vietnamese have a penchant for recounting ridiculous childhood tales. Hang on, are you telling me I could have asked Katrina for humiliating stories about you? Bet you regret mentioning that one, don't you, everything? About when Esther was born, what was she like? She pulled her first few stems out of the ground. It's a beautiful golden flower. The whole grove was full of warm light. It's believed whatever magic a wood nymph does when they first sprout tells you what type of person they'll be. That's kind of how Ton feel about art tournaments. Parents spend weeks analyzing what their kids might be. Which is why my parents always said my parents always knew they had a clever, ambitious fighter on their hands. I was making spikes as soon as I could move. It was much the same with Esther. We always knew she would guide our paths and help us grow, just as the sun does. Sounds like we have a lot more in common than I realized, Esther. We both have an affinity for warmth and light. It is a gift to see through the eyes of all trees, to watch our children and grandchildren grow up. And now, Elijah, your wand is ready. A nearby branch lowers until it's right in front of you, presenting an elegantly carved wand. I can't believe you're giving me this. How do I use it exactly? Maybe suggest that you simply have to think about what you wish to do and channel your magic. Why don't you just give it a wave and see what it does? Are you sure that's safe? Ignoring Griffin, like I always do, you raise the wand and switch it through the air, and a burst of refractory magic surrounds you. Whoa. As you sweep the wand, your magic follows, casting the hills in a brilliant glow wherever you point. I've never seen a wand used before. It's beautiful. It's like you made your video on Rainbow, Elijah. Oh, I cannot wait to test the baby. Fuck you. Oh, I cannot wait to test this baby out. You put the wand away, and Tassus gives you a tired smile. I must rest. But thank you, Elijah, and all of your friends. I hope we meet again someday. I like that. I'm sure you got way more stories to share. As you all begin to descend the tree, Asta turns to you with a soft smile. Take a quick walk with me. I want to enjoy the forest air for just a bit longer. A walk sounds like the perfect way to unwind. Asta leads you away from the grove to a secluded section of woods. She brushes her fingers on the bushes as you walk. Today's been a lot to absorb. Kane kidnapped you and then attacked the grove, and now Grandfather's given us a glimpse of what the Wand Wars was like. But we've been the trouble we faced, haven't we? You got me back from Kane. We healed the grove. And Papa is even willing to get to know you all. Exactly. I say it's been a pretty successful day, all things considered. Now we just have to find Gemma, chase down Kane. Then everything go back to normal, right? I hope so. Asta takes your hand, giving it a gentle squeeze. You meet her eyes, which sparkle with affection. And if Becca is not around, you lean over and press your lips to hers. Strands of her hair curling around your fingers as you slide your hand down to the nape of her neck. Her eyes flutter shut as you deepen the kiss. The sweet smell of honey filling your senses as the flowers in her hair turn pink. Her hair, isn't that just like wood? What was that for? They say that a kiss can be good luck. I figure we could use a bit of luck right now. Then more kisses must mean more luck. She draws her arms around your neck and pulls you into another kiss. You slide your hands down, gently holding her waist. You lick along her lower lip, teasing over it, till she sinks into your arms. The veins in her face glow bright green. I could hold you like this all day. You press a kiss to her cheek, and trail more down her neck, brushing your lips over her skin and making her tremble. Hey, the game, just this scene alone, it can make me switch from Beckett to her. She gasps as you look over her collarbone, clutching your shoulders. Elijah, the trees! You look up to see the nearby trees bending toward you, and as soon as you do, they straighten up and you chuckle. You peck Aster's lips a final time and nuzzle your nose affectionately against hers. I think that's plenty of luck for the day, and we should be getting back to the others. Ugh. Aster takes a deep breath, a smile lighting up her face. Thanks for doing this. I know it meant a lot to my grandfather, getting to talk with my friends. It was surprisingly fun. He seems like a really cool guy, and I got this cool one out of it. As you and your friends step over to Yarrow to say goodbye, he turns his head toward you and nods. You've done much for the Grove. I intend to repay that by aiding you in your quest. Aster, place your hand on Elijah's shoulder. Aster places a hand on your shoulder, and Yarrow reaches forward to place his on top of your... And Yarrow reaches forward to place his on top. Your vision goes white as you're pulled into the branching. The girl you've been searching for. This is where she's being kept. Bright lights flare from inside and then go out, leaving darkness. A face peeks out through the boarded up windows. And you wrench back out of the vision with a clear picture of where you need to go. Ow! Stop! Thank you so much, Mr. D.U. This was just what we needed. The Rider of the Wind also left us a message for you. The clock is ticking. If you don't hurry, your most cherished will burn. Then we better get going, before Ken can make another move. Thanks again for all your help. You and your friends rush back toward the forest. You and your friends rush back through the forest. I was gonna jump before Ken can hurt anyone else. Elijah, why don't you use your pre-science to check on her? I can't afford to show up there unprepared. Right, just give me a moment, and don't stare at me. It makes me nervous. You close your eyes, letting the rest of the world fade away. You focus. Let's see how Gemma's doing. And suddenly, you're within safe house. You find Gemma on the floor, screaming as bright light flares off of her, filling the room. Who are you? Don't come any closer. The house begins to rock violently, tipping over furniture, and Gemma curls up even tighter, so then a wave of magic rolls off her, coming right for you. Scream of pain. Magic slams into you, and pain starts to flood your senses as your vision goes white. Your eyes fly open, and you're back in the woods, and your friends surrounding you. Gemma's powers are going haywire. She attacked me, though I don't think she meant to. How does she look? Was she okay? She looked hurt. She was in a lot of pain, and if it's anything like what you and I went through with our magic, when our magic was out of control, then we need to get to her, and quick. Beckett, use a portal spell to get us away from Kane. Could you do the same thing to get us to Gemma? Yes, that should do nicely. Though, it'll take a few minutes to get it ready, there's many of us. As Beckett steps aside to begin casting the spell, Alice walks over to you with a stern expression on his face. Harrington said the portal will take time, so let's use that to our advantage. Yes, I know he said it would take time. I heard him. He was right next to us when he said it. I heard him, Alice. I almost forgot your damn name. Twin, this is a spell you need to know before you fight Gemma. It combines sun and moon magic to heighten your senses. Heighten your senses? You mean it'll make my hearing better? You'll do more than that. Let me show you. Centuria. Alice claps his hands together and closes his eyes before calling out to your friends. Someone throw a rock at me. Your friends exchange a look before Zeph bends down. He picks up a rock and hurls it at Alice. Alice whirls around and catches the rock in his hand, never opening his eyes. That was so cool. If I knew that spell, Kane would be able to sneak up on me like he did today. It also make it way harder for him to hit you. because your senses attacks come from a mile away. Add a sensory spell to your spell book for a boost in your upcoming battles. I won't do anything that'll give us an edge. Good. We're gonna start out using Moon in order to get fully in tune with our body. Don't you mean fully attune to our body? Alice sends you a glare before straightening up and taking a deep breath. Turn your magic up from your chest and into your head. You need to have a complete understanding of your body for this to work. If you want your senses to absorb more information, they need a continuous magical boost. It's time to give my senses a boost. You turn your magic into your head, letting the worry and exhaustion of the day settle over you. It's making my head feel all tingly. Now, take all that energy inside of you and spread it into the world while saying, Sinceria. Just gotta spread it out. Sinceria. You push your magic into the world around you, and your vision blurs for a moment. Before everything comes into sharp focus, and you can make out details you've never seen before. Can I do that in real life? Please, just help my vision. Oh wow, I can hear Beckett whispering to himself down the path. And there's a ladybug right in that leaf over there. But let's see if you can keep an eye on me. Alice darts into the trees, moving faster than you've ever seen him, and yet your eyes easily follow. He weaves through the brambles, finally crouching behind a large leafy bush. You're in the bushes, Alice. The one with a big purple flower right next to it, and I'm pretty sure I see a squirrel climb up a tree behind you. Alice stands up and comes back over to you, brushing the dirt off his pants. Nice work. That should help you dodge anything that gets thrown at you. But can my super senses explain why you're actually smiling for once? Very funny. He's been smiling a lot lately. I bit my tongue. Ow. I was gonna say, can someone kiss my tongue better, but never mind. Don't. Stay away from my mouth. Even your friends gather around Beckett as he puts the final touches on his portal spell. A large magical oval swirling in the air in front of him. Now, you just picture the outside of the safe house in your mind, so I can collaborate the portal to take us there. Beckett places a hand on your shoulder, and you close your eyes, recalling the vision Yarrow and Aster showed you. My tongue still hurts. As you open your eyes, you see outside the safe house through the portal. You look around at your friends. This is it, the Misfits. Let's go rescue Gemma. You give them a final nod before stepping through the portal, your vision going white as you're whisked away. Ow! Stop! Light flares through the boarded-up windows, and the ground beneath your feet gives a violent shake as your friends step out behind you. It's already started. We need to get in there before she brings the whole house down on top of herself. Couldn't she have just waited another 5 minutes? You and Zeph rush forward, only to be drawn back as you run into an invisible barrier. This place is still warded. We'll have to take them down before we can get in. They can weaken the wards on the door, but someone has to blast the rest of the way apart. Leave it to me. Beckett twists his hand. A shimmery field on the door, beginning to dissipate as Shreya launches a fireball right at it. With a flash of silver light, and the ward dissolves. Come on, Gemma's gonna need all of our help. As you burst through the door, you're suddenly overwhelmed by the strong magic radiating through the space, your own floating up in response. Alice, I'm losing control. No, you're not. We can handle this. Take a deep breath, reining in your power, and Alice does the same at your side. James finds Gemma on the other side of the room, curled up against the wall as the house gives a violent shake. Who are you? Don't come any closer. She speaks. A massive wave of magic rolls over her, setting the furniture in the room flying all around. The magic slams into you, and a hot white pain spreads across your chest as you stumble backward. Scream of pain. Elijah, we need to calm her down. Then she should be able to get control of her powers. I have some super senses. Sincera. Your vision blurs for a moment as you channel your magic before everything comes into sharp focus. A table goes soaring right towards your head, and you duck just in time. That would have hurt. I didn't mean to. Gemma gasps in pain and curls up even further, flares of magic sparking off her. Loomis and Navi appear from the ether, flanking both of your sides. Gemma's eyes go wide. Really, you're right. Oh. We call her Navi, but okay. Navi leaps protectively in front of Atlas. Gemma reaches out toward her, but her magic clears up again, so the bookshelf flying at you. You all had enough flying for one day. You hold your hands and furniture halts, floating calmly in the air. You gently lower the pieces back onto the floor. Nice one. I so didn't want to get squished by a dirty old couch. Navi nudges the wall with her nose, and a little burst of magic, a layer of ice coats the surface, sealing the cracks. Small whirlwinds fill the room as Loomis whips around, sucking the furniture in and anchoring it to the floor. And I don't think it's going anywhere after that. Gemma looks around, a bit of the wind magic around her fading. How did you do that? Magic, if we get closer to her, we might be able to suppress some of this magic. You and Alice hurry across the room. Your friends are right behind you. As you approach, Gemma holds up her hands. No, I won't let you hurt me. The house begins to shake again, and the ceiling above you cracks. Dust filling the room. Pieces of the roof start to collapse, just missing you as they fall. We gotta get to her to stop, or we're all gonna get killed. You handle that. We'll keep the We'll keep the roof from falling in on us. Ah! Loomis, Navi, can you give me a boost? Again, if I knew the next choice was gonna be a QTE, I wouldn't have reached for my drink. God damn. I'm sorry about this, but I have to stop you. You raise your hand, and the floorboards beneath Gemma morph, starting to surround her and bind her arms. No, let go of me. Gemma struggles in the binds till they snap, sending chunks of wood flying across the room. Elijah, I think you just made him more upset. Yeah, this may be a dishes with a bad invention. I won't let you hurt me. A blast of magical energy rocks off of off of Gemma, and slams into your chest, tossing you into the counter in the nearby kitchen. Ow. You and Alice take a step forward, slowly approaching Gemma. She shrinks back, her whole body shaking as magic swirls around her. Stay away. The house rocks violently, and you nearly lose your footing. Gemma curls up even tighter, as another wave of magic rolls off her, and a piece of the roof comes free. It drops right on top of Gemma, crushing her beneath it. Gemma! I get off of her. Alice lifts the debris off of Gemma, revealing her crumpled form, still glowing. Her arms are already starting to bruise, and there's a gash across her shoulder. It hurts. You pull the Vedaxium sap the wood nymphs gave you out of your bag and dip your fingers into it. You hesitantly reach out and dip the sap over a bruise on her arm and then the gash on her shoulder. This has healing properties. It should help. Whoa. A wave of warm green magic washes over her, and the bruises slowly fade away, and the gash knits back together. I feel better. Gemma, we know what you're going through. Our powers were doing the same thing yours are. And if we can get control of them, so can you. Navi bounds forward, and Gemma's gaze softens. Navi nuzzles against Gemma's foot with her nose. Lily, I missed you. But what do you want from me? Stop with the QTEs. What was that for? Hear your stories. We have to reseal Kane to stop him from destroying the world, just like before. How are you talking about? You're scaring me. Legit. Maybe we should leave that for Alma to tell her. We don't know what could happen. She could turn into her true self and kill us all. Shut it, Zev. Gemma, you don't have to remember anything. Not right now. We're gonna get you out of this. Fuck you. We're gonna get you out of here. I promise. But we can't do that till your powers stop flowing up. Gemma closes her eyes for a moment, and the magic around her fades. She slumps forward, tears in her eyes. I thought I'd never get out of here. I'm Alice. This is my brother, Elijah. We'll protect you from here on out. So, how about we get going? I'm sure you don't want to stay here another minute. Take another step forward and kneel in front of Gemma. You reach out, and just as you touch her shoulder, her magic fills the whole room with bright orange light, and she screams. Please, make it stop. She looks desperately at you and Atlas. She collapses, laying lifeless on the ground. No, Gemma, stay with us. Oh, bye.